ET Brand Equity brings to you the top stories from this week. Consumer goods giant Unilever has become a wholly British company, completing a historic merger of its Dutch and British corporate entities to end its double-headed structure. Unilever was founded in 1930 after the Dutch margarine producer Marjorie and Unie merged with the British soap maker Lever Brothers, but had until now kept its dual-headed structure. The new group, Unilever plc, will now be headquartered in London under a unification strategy designed to make it more responsive to the economic challenges it faces, including the coronavirus. In the latest episode of special video series PE Cafe, we featured Martin O'Halloran, the global CEO of DDB, who spoke of navigating the DDB ship through the COVID-19 storm. Apart from several insights, he spoke of the threat of the digital universe to the advertising business. Martin emphasized that DDB has to become a magnet for the best talent in the industry and added that the best campaigns, according to him, are the ones that manage the perfect blend of creativity with effectiveness. Watch the full interview on our YouTube channel. As part of Brand Equity's The State of Adland series, we spoke to VMLY&R's global CEO, John Cook, on the present and the future of the agency. Cook sheds light on the rationale behind the consolidations at WPP, clients and consumers' new needs, and agencies' new ways to meet these needs. He said agencies are often given unique access to a brand's challenges and opportunities. Today, agencies are not given a communication brief. He added that they get to see the product maps and technology stack. All of this makes agencies brands' business partners. For the first time in Bata's 126-year-old history, an Indian will lead the firm. Kataria, who is currently Bata's CEO, has been elevated as global CEO of the company, as the current incumbent Alexis Nassar moves on. An engineer from IIT Delhi and a gold medalist of the 1993 PGDBM batch at XLRI, Kataria has 24 years of work experience at Unilever, Yum Brands, and Vodafone in India and Europe. Kataria joined Bata as CEO in 2017. Under his leadership, Bata India doubled its profits driven by a double-digit top-line growth and ran campaigns like Surprisingly Bata to revamp the brand's image and project it as contemporary, targeted at young customers. The Consumer Complaints Council of the ASCI has asked Eureka Forbes to withdraw certain claims about its medical device, Forbes Corona Guard, which it boasts is proven to attenuate 99.9% of coronaviruses in enclosed spaces. The CCC has said that the company's claims are inadequately substantiated and upheld a complaint filed by a former faculty member of IIT Bombay. A study commissioned by the ASCI and the Indian Society of Advertisers, conducted by Nielsen, shows a high level of trust in advertising. The report said that advertising seen on traditional media continues to enjoy high trust among consumers. Advertising in newspapers emerged as the most trusted, closely followed by that on TV and radio. Text and SMS ads were least trusted. TV was the most common medium for consumption of advertising, followed by digital, print, and radio. The report added that viewership of TV ads is driven by non-metro markets. Viewership of ads on digital is the same in rural as it is in metros. To read the full story, click on the link in the description. That's all for this week. You can find us on our social media handles mentioned on the screen.